How's it going? And welcome back to MLM Warrior Mindset. Right now, I want to take the time out to show you exactly an example of what I was talking about when I was talking about Ray Higdon and how he uses attraction marketing. So let's jump right into it. So for example, let's just say we're going to say you're at your computer desk, and let's say you've just found out something on the laptop that allows you to get more customers with less effort. And you're trying to market to me what you just showed me, but I'm on the other side of this wall right here. And let's say I've had a bad experience, so it's 2 inches thick, and you have to get through all of this wall before you can actually market what you have to me. Now over here, I'm not too thrilled about this, and the reason why I'm not thrilled about it is because every time I turn around, someone's trying to sell me into something, and I'll try it out, and of course I won't have any success. So I decide that I don't want to do this anymore. I'm going to figure it out on my own. So now you then crack the code. You legitimately have a product that you know for a fact will help me. But the problem is you have to get through this 2 thick inch brick wall. And the way you do that is, before you can try to sell me on it, which is the first step to it, to attraction marketing, is first you have to connect with me. And the way you connect with me is like Ray Higdon does in all his videos. So when I'm sitting here watching this video, your whole purpose within your first 10 minutes of getting me to take action, whether it was clicking your link or whatever the case may be, is to convince me that you're just like me. And the way you do that is the same way Ray Higdon does it, which is he'll tell his story. And when he tells his story, he'll tell you about his fails, how much he failed in it. He'll tell you about some of the problems he had to overcome. And by the end of the 15 minutes, now I'm not so mad no more. Now I'm like, okay, maybe this dude has something to say because he can relate to the problems that I'm facing in my business right now. At that point, all you have to do is, now that you have my attention, only thing you have to do at this point is, instead of that wall being 2 feet tall, now it's a little thin wall. And all you have to do is break it down the rest of the way. And the catch to it is, you're not going to actually break it down. The wall is still going to be there. I'm actually going to just walk around it to you. And the way that you get me to accomplish that is simply by, when you're going through the products and features of the product, you don't necessarily want to talk about your product. Like, you'll never mention your product. If you look at any of Ray Higdon's videos, and trust me, I've studied him, I've mastered the guy. If you look at any of Ray Higdon videos, he never mentions his products. He never say the name. The only way he says the name is if he's hosting it for someone else. But if he's not hosting it for someone else, or he's not doing a team effort with someone and it's just him by himself, he never mentions the product name. He never mentions it. What he does is he talks about the features of the product and the problems that is solved for him and his business. But here's the catch. Now, since you've got that relationship, remember the first 15 minutes of the video he spent building that relationship? Now, since you've got that relationship, now you're able to get me in with the features. Why? Because I've already made that connection with you. You've already built rapport, because that's basically what you're doing. You're building rapport through your storytelling. So now if you're able to craft your story and the features of your products in a way that entices me enough, then you'll actually get the sale, because you've already got me to walk around the wall. Now it's just a matter of how good of a storyteller you are, and if your products does exactly what you said it'll do. And honestly, people, that's what it boils down to. Step one, before you can do anything, you have to make that connection. And trust me, I can show you A lot of times that I failed because I failed to try to make the connection. I knew I had an awesome product, and I didn't try to connect with people. I felt like, if a person see it and like it, then they're gonna buy it. But honestly, that's just not the case. People have been scammed so much, they want to know that it's someone real out there that's showing them these products, and they want to know that you can actually relate to what they're going through. So after you make that connection with them, after that, it's really home free. It's just a matter of now. Number two is, are you a good storyteller? And if you're a good storyteller, then you'll be fine. Why? Because now you know how to craft your product features around your stories and the things that you overcome, using the features of the product to sell itself. And every time you give a product feature that a person likes that solved a problem, basically what you're doing is you're hitting a hot spot. You're building them up. And basically every time they see something they like, you building it up. For example, I was reading I think it was The Art of Closing a Sale by, I can't think of it right now. My mind drawing a blank. But it was either Chat Holmes or The Art of Closing a Sale. I'm not really sure, but basically what he spoke about is every time you can get a person to say yes, what you're doing is you're intensifying their buying desire. Every time you get a person to say no, it's like throwing water on the fire. What you want to do is you want to build that fire up so much that to the point where they can't help but buy. Now, in the last strategy that I'm going to show you, which is tomorrow, I promise you, if you do these two parts right, make the connection with the person first, and then give a good story and building the features of the product around that story that you're telling and how it helped your business, then you will already have them on the hook. You will already have the sale ready to be made. And when you add in success, attraction marketing secret number 3, I promise you, it's gold. So stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching, and definitely test this out for yourself. Don't take my word for it. Test it out for yourself. See if the next time you stand up to give a presentation, or the next time you decide to do a training or a webinar, try making that connection first, and make sure you take time out to build a crafty story around the product features, and see how many more opt-ins you get versus if you don't. Because I know before I started doing this, I wasn't getting any opt-ins. The only opt-ins I was getting was from Facebook, and that's only because I was paying for it. But I wasn't getting any free opt-ins. Now I'm able to generate free traffic, free opt-ins. All right? This is Willie from MLM Warrior Mindset saying, till next time, I'll be uploading part 2 to this video tomorrow. Until next time, check out the link in the description box. I go into much more detail. This video right here is more so for the fast action people who really don't need a lot of material to get started. But if you do need a lot of material to get started, then you got the content, you got the video. Take action, and I'll see you tomorrow.